All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle a huge problem that honestly hits a lot of really successful people. You know the one? You're earning more money than ever before, but your actual wealth, it's just not growing. This is what we call the high earners paradox. Does this sound familiar? You finally get that big promotion, that raise you've been working for. You see the bigger number on your payslip, but then, by the end of the month, you're just sitting there wondering, where did it all go? That financial breathing room you thought you'd have? It's just not there. And hey, if you're nodding along right now, I promise you, you are not alone. This feeling is a classic symptom of a huge issue that quietly wrecks financial goals. It's a silent wealth killer that just kind of hums along in the background of our lives. And this thing, it has a name: lifestyle inflation. You might also hear it called lifestyle creep. It's just that simple, almost unconscious habit of letting your spending level up every single time you get a raise. More money comes in, and well, more money goes right back out on a slightly fancier lifestyle. So this brings us right to the heart of the problem, what we're calling the high earners paradox. Let's really break down what this looks and feels like in your day-to-day life. You know, it's kind of wild how normal these signs can feel. I mean, living paycheck to paycheck when we're making a great salary, it sounds crazy, but it is so common. That daily coffee or ordering dinner, which used to be a little treat, slowly just becomes the new normal. And that nagging feeling at the end of the month, that where did it all go feeling, that is the biggest red flag there is. Man, this quote really gets to the emotional part of it all. The whole point of earning more money is supposed to be about gaining freedom, right? Reducing stress. But for so many people, it does the exact opposite. Every little lifestyle upgrade adds a new monthly payment, a new pressure to keep up that higher level of spending. So why? Why do we do this? Why doesn't more money just automatically mean more happiness and more security? Well, the answer is in this really powerful psychological effect, and that's what we're going to explore right now. It's called the hedonic treadmill. It's a huge concept in psychology, and it explains so much about our relationship with money. Basically, the idea is that we all have this sort of baseline level of happiness. And yeah, big events can give us a temporary boost or a dip, but we almost always drift right back to our personal normal. And here's the cycle in action. Step 1, you get the raise. Awesome. You feel happy, you're excited, you buy that new car. Amazing. You get another rush of joy. But then, a few months go by and that new salary is just your salary. That new car is just your car. You've adapted. The thrill is gone. And now, to get that same feeling back, you have to find the next big upgrade. So, here's the bottom line. That treadmill makes sure the goalposts are always moving. As your income goes up, your definition of what's normal or what's necessary grows right along with it. The results? You're running faster and faster on the financial treadmill, but you're staying in the exact same emotional spot. Okay, so we figured out the problem and the psychology behind it, but how do we actually fix it? How do we step off this treadmill for good? Look, it's not about earning more. It's about having a way better strategy. It's time to build your financial playbook. And the biggest idea here is that building wealth isn't about working harder. It's about playing smarter. It's about being intentional. Your income, that's what gives you the opportunity to win the game, but it's your choices that decide if you actually do. A fantastic starting point for any game plan is a solid budget, and honestly, one of the best is the 50-30-20 rule. It's so simple, it's clear, and it gives you the structure you need. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and a really crucial 20% for your financial goals. So let's break that down. That 50% for needs, that's your non-negotiables, your rent or mortgage, your utilities, your groceries. The 30% for wants, that's where your lifestyle lives, restaurants, hobbies, shopping. But that final 20%, this is where the magic happens. This is the money that actually builds your wealth, your savings, your investments. This is the part that gets you off the treadmill. So check this out. Here's the critical difference when you get a raise. Person A, the one on the treadmill, lets their wants and needs buckets just get bigger and swallow up all that new income. But person B, the wealth builder, they keep their lifestyle pretty much the same and funnel most of that new cash straight into their financial goals. Over just a few years, the difference in their net worth isn't just big, it's life-changing. You know, the absolute easiest way to become that wealth builder is to take the decision-making out of it completely. Just automate it. Set up a transfer that moves money into your savings or investment account the very same day you get paid. You pay yourself first, your wealth literally builds itself in the background. I love this analogy. It's so perfect. Celebrating a raise by immediately spending it is like spiking the football on the 10-yard line. You haven't actually scored yet. The goal isn't just getting the raise, it's turning that income into real, lasting wealth. And that brings us to the ultimate point of all this. What's the end game? It's not about depriving yourself, it's about totally redefining what wealth actually means. It's about freedom, and it's about having choices. So here you've got two completely different ways of thinking. The traditional path is the hedonic treadmill we talked about. Your wants always keep up with your income. But there's this other philosophy from the financial independence, retire early, or FIRE movement that just flips the whole script. It says the real goal is to intentionally cut back on what you spend to maximize your savings and ultimately buy back your own time. And this slide just captures that freedom perfectly. It's not just about freedom from all the bad stuff, like debt and stress and being stuck in a job you don't love. It's also about the freedom to do all the good stuff, the choice to work on your own terms, the time to spend with the people you care about, and the ability to build a life that feels truly meaningful to you. So as we start to wrap this up, let's just agree to throw out that old definition of success. A high income is an amazing tool, but it's not the goal itself. The real goal is to use that tool to build a life that has more options, more control, and more choices. That's the real measure of being wealthy. So I'll leave you with this one simple question to ask yourself. The next time you spend or the next time you get a raise, just ask, is this decision buying me another liability that ties me down, or is it buying me another little piece of freedom?